What's poppin', Match Mike in that mix? You're tuned to the Magic Show, Deluxe, syndicated. You know, you can't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? You got to go digital. That's the way it's going. Don't cry. Just go with it. All right? Because
Yes,
a lot
sir.
of people get knocked off certain stations. They're crying about it. But, everything's coming back to the 90s, right? Where hip hop is going to be like, when we have hip hop now, we're going to cherish that. Okay? We got my man Intercontinental Kint. What's going
Yes,
on? Movie
sir.
star, rapper. He is entertainment and he is hip hop. What's going on, my bro?
Yo, listen, I love that intro right there. I might need that intro right there to be the intro to the album. But everything is good. I'm blessed.
I'll send you that audio, man. You can just rip it. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be up
Yes,
on
sir.
YouTube and Roku and everywhere, right? But my man, I want to tell you, Intercontinental Kent, I want to say thank you so much for coming on to my show. Now, let's just start off, right? Let's talk about your upbringing. Which part you from? Where you from?
All right, so it's ill. So I call myself a Jersey New Yorker, right? So when I was young, my parents split up. I'm originally from Jersey City, New Jersey. Staying with my mom's, we moved to Perth Amboy, New Jersey, which is literally two traffic lights away from Staten Island, New York. So my mom's was in Perth Amboy, my father was in Staten Island. So one weekend with my mother in Perth Amboy, the next weekend I'm 15 minutes away with my father on Staten Island. So it was like literally 50-50 Jersey and Staten Island, New York.
All right. So, like I said, man, you are hip hop. You're so multi-talented, right? You in the movie Paid in Full, okay? That was Rockefeller Records were behind that movie, Damon Dash, everybody. You're also in Boundaries with Chuck D, my
Oh yeah,
favorite
no,
artist.
yeah, no boundaries. Yes,
No
sir.
Boundaries, right? And you're also in Rocky Balboa. I wonder what part you played in that. Let's talk about Paid in Full, okay? Now, who came to you for this role? I don't remember
No
you in
boundaries.
that movie. Which part were you in that movie? Big ups to Cameron. Big ups to everybody who was in that film.
Salute all them. I was an extra. I wasn't a regular cast member. And it's funny because I got my dude that was with me, Joshua Hernandez, Josue Shazam, is my brother. And the way that we got into that, we're past the statute of limitations now, so I can tell you exactly how we got into it. So my main producers at that time, as far as music, were Mr. Wu, Lawrence Wu Allen, and Jack B, who's actually my partner to this day, LLC, Cooling Again, right? So boom. So we're going uptown. We was on 140th and no, first the night before we were on 145th and Edgecombe in Harlem. And when we got out there, you see mad people out there. We don't know what's going on because we were going up there to pick up bud, which now is legal. So now I can say, but we were going to pick up like a pound and a half, whatever we were going to get. And there was no parking because they were filming a movie called Game Over. That's what Dame Dash was filming. And which is also a same story as Paid in Full. So if you haven't checked it, you should check that. So Dame Dash, they're filming that. They're on 145th and Edgecombe. So we have to park on a side block, but it's wild late. It's probably like 11:30, 12 o'clock at night. So now we pull over, we hop out to go get what we get. The Haitians and the Jamaicans out there, they ruthless in Harlem.
Yeah.
What, them Yardies? What? Them shower boys?
Mhm.
So boom, so dude runs up on us and he was like, yo, what you need? Nah, we good. Because everybody knows over there, don't rock with them. Like now they're gonna try to get
You're going to get your sticks and seeds, right?
you. No, you're gonna get a stick to your face.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's what I'm trying to say. I'm a metaphor, sticks and seeds, man. You know?
no, us, we call sticks and steeds like when you had that just garbage bud. Nah, they're going to rob you for everything you got, including your car.
Mm.
That kind of thing. So anyway, so dude tried to line us up, so we got up out of there. The next day, we still needed what we needed, so we came back, but we didn't go there. We went to see my other dudes on 140th and Adam Clayton. We go inside. It's early in the day. There's nothing happening outside. We're inside for a while. We come back out, and there's mad police. There's mad lights and everything. So we have no idea what's going on. At this time, Mr. Wu had just did. I had met Cameron in them maybe 2 months prior. Wu had did a song for Tragedy. It's a remix. It's called Bing Monsters. It's Tragedy Gaddafi and Cam. Wu produced that. So we're all in the same studio. So that's when I met them brothers. Now, anyway, we come outside and there's a bunch of police out there. And it's like, damn, so we trying to just stay inside the lobby of the building. And the old head's like, nah, boy, you're making it hot. You gotta go.
Mhm.
So we're like, damn. When we go outside, Josh sees Cameron. First thing he said, and it was hilarious, he said, oh, it's Big Tigger. And I was like,
Oh, word, Big Tigger
right,
from Rap City. Okay,
right. I was like, but it
yeah,
wasn't him, it was Cam.
okay.
And I was like, oh, that's killer. So when he
Because
said
they
that,
always got mixed up, them two, right?
right.
And when
So
they were,
yeah,
and when Cam was on finally on Rap City, they go, my twin. I got my twin on, right? That was
right.
crazy. All
Yeah.
right.
So when he saw me, he was like, woo. And I was
Uh-huh.
like, yeah. He said, what you doing out here? And briefly I explained to him, and I was like, yeah, but we got to go back to the train. And he was like, you know what? Look, we're getting ready to do a scene. This is the scene when Cam rolled up on Angie. And I want to turn my computer and show you the pictures. It's actually on the wall. So this is the scene when Cam
Let's see the
rolled
picture.
up.
Let's see the picture. You got the picture?
There's me, Cam, and Angie. This is on the set.
That's Angie
So
Martinez.
Angie Martinez on set in the movie,
Oh,
and there's me and Cam on set.
and this is the movie Paid in Full.
Paid in full, yes. So if you notice, there's a scene that Cam pulls up on the bike, Angie sitting in the car with Calvin. When he goes to set shit, what's popping now, Kermie? That scene right there, that's what this is. And it's crazy how things progress because it was actually real Rough Riders that played the part that pulled off on the bike.
That's
With
right.
Rough
I was going to talk about that. In
Riders.
2010, did you get signed to Rough Riders in 2010?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get signed to Rough Riders. What it is, so Rough Riders is a lifestyle. Outside of having, well, I'll get to that in a second. So let me go
Yeah.
back to that. So boom. So Cam was like, we just needed to get up off the block.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shooting right in front of the fish market on 140th and Adam Clayton. So Cam was like, all right, boom, look, I'm getting ready to pull up on the bike. And he wasn't even on a bike. It was like a crate, or like a wooden crate with with a handlebar. So he was acting like he was riding, but he wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
Riding. So he said, look, we're gonna pull up, I'm gonna do this, blah, blah, blah. What's popping now, Kermie? And then you're gonna see people run. Like when a real gunshot goes off, people are run. He said, y'all gonna run. When y'all run, you be on camera for a couple seconds. That's it.
Okay.
I got in it on the strength of, damn, y'all boys might be in trouble because y'all got to get that way.
That's right. That's right.
Just kept going. Yeah, so it's not like anybody called me and said get it or nothing. So that was actually
It just happened. It just happened. By luck, it just happened. You got into the movie, right? Now, no
absolutely.
boundaries. Before we get into the Rough Riders thing, no boundaries. You start with my favorite artists. I love Public Enemy and NWA. Those are two of my favorite groups of all time, right? But for
There's the
some reason,
soundtrack to No Boundaries right here.
there you
There's the
go.
soundtrack and that's the DVD and the soundtrack. Hey, yeah, that's hold up.
Beautiful. Look at that, folks. Look at that. It's
Yeah, so
beautiful.
you like I kind of underlined them the songs that I'm on that's on the soundtrack and everything. They're in the back. That's when I was still going by Verbal Kint.
Okay. You got the NYGs as well on there. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Word. Okay. So, how was it in this movie with Chuck D? You know what I mean? How was it working with Chuck D? And that's my all-time interview, okay? I know a couple brothers I know personally in the game that interviewed Chuck D. That kind of got me like, oh man, because I interviewed a lot of people, right? But not my favorite artists, you know what I'm saying? So
No
maybe
doubt.
he'll hear this, okay? But how did you work with Chuck D, such a man like that? I think he's the most poetic, he's the hardest lyricist in the hip-hop game ever, okay? Public Enemy's futuristic. I've always said that. You know
Of
what I
course.
mean? Like what we saw was like literally, say about 50 years in the future. If the way hip hop keeps going the way it's going, and the way our people are struggling and suffering. You know
I
what
was
I
gonna
mean?
say outside of if hip hop keeps going the way it's going, outside of in the realm of how of life
That's right.
itself, forget music.
That's right.
Because when you're saying Public Enemy, you're not just saying Chuck D, Flavor Flav.
I'm saying everything.
You're also saying S1Ws.
Yes.
Okay. So, and when you say
The
S1Ws,
Joker and the Joker, S1Ws, the Joker.
right?
The technician, you know what I mean?
Bro, you have
Terminator X.
NWA, you have
That's,
Ice Cube,
that's right.
Bomb Squad. Come on, like Ice Cube albums when him and
America's Most Wanted, that's something
right,
else. There you
right, yeah,
go.
he ended up he came to New York, got with Public Enemy in them and the Bomb Squad to do that project.
Well, first he was on the track Burn Hollywood Burn with Big Daddy Kane, Chuck D,
That's
right?
crazy.
That shifted the game, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these youths right now that tune in, because you all are YouTubers, right? You all love us, but y'all don't know the history of our culture. You know what I'm saying? Burn Hard with Burn, that was significant. You know what I mean? Didn't that song relate to something that happened earlier this year? Earlier
Yeah,
last year,
yeah,
2000. It's 2026 right now. We're happy to be in 2026. It's great.
crazy. Yeah.
But, Burn Hard with Burn, we saw that live on.
It's a different time now. Like,
Yeah.
so it's really a different time
So I
because
wasn't working with Chuck D.
it was actually accidental. Same thing. This was we were so I was rock. I was part of a group called BP Block Profits. It was me and Shaq, my brother Fanat. So there's another group that was out called the Chrome Kids. All of them were brothers, with the exception of my bro Quaz, who's he was damn near brother to him, but the other ones were physical brothers. We have Fanat, we have Rag Omega, we have Fanat with Fanatic, Rag Omega, Beijing, and Quaz. Beijing ended up getting sent to prison. Quaz ended up moving. Rag got sent to prison. My partner Shaq got sent to prison. So me and Fanat, we just started doing a couple of songs together at Wu Studio.
Mm-hmm.
Studio was that introduced us to Cam and all that stuff. We
Mm-hmm.
ended up, so we did a couple of songs, and it was on their album Chrome for Life. So if you pull up Chrome Kids with a Z, Chrome is KYDZ. You pull that up, and the album was Chrome for Life. You'll hear these same songs that are on the soundtrack
Mm-hmm.
on that album. So we're just out hand in hand in CDs. We know nothing about publishing, nothing about copyrights, and we don't know about none of that. We just know we can make music. We have professional studios. We're
Mm-hmm.
already music for other artists to sell these CDs. I think we're selling for like $10 a piece.
Mm-hmm.
We're not asking you what your name is. We don't got business cards. Oh, you want to buy this CD? Take it.
That's right.
So
Where's the money? More or less, right? You're just
yeah,
hustling. You're hustling. You know what I mean?
absolutely. So there were a couple of guys that had come up, and mind you, this was pretty common occurrence because we were rocking around in Manhattan, like downtown, like around Varick Street and like 27th and 5th and stuff like that. So you're gonna see business people.
Deep in the heart of New York, right in the trenches. You know what I mean? For
No, actually,
sure.
we're in the business district.
Business
We're
district, yeah, right in the
yeah,
trenches. Right? You're like
yeah,
you're the
yeah,
tallest buildings in New York, the
yes,
longest streets. You're
yes,
in the
sir, sir.
trenches,
Yes,
center
sir. Yes,
core,
sir.
right?
Yes,
You know
sir.
what I mean?
Yes, sir.
That's how we
So
say out here in Ottawa. You know what I mean? Like Centertown and the market would be your version of Manhattan, like to the core,
absolutely,
right? You know what I mean?
absolutely. And a couple of the artists on my team are out there in Canada too, which we'll get to.
Okay,
But
okay.
so we're selling these CDs, and we have no idea who these people are. So anyway, at this time, and one had a mixtape. That's why when you look at this soundtrack and at this movie, you're gonna see. Let me see. I don't know if it's gonna come out clear on here.
The NYGs came out clear, so I'm pretty.
Like it is say Slam Jams, and you'll see the Chuck D thing on there and all of that.
Yeah, I
And
see
that
that. Executive producer, engineer. Yeah, I see that.
okay. So what that was the and one basketball. Their film company was called they were located in Philly, but it was called Slam Jams. So they partnered up with Chuck D, a gentleman named Lathan Hodge, and another one named Eugene Napoleon. We didn't know that the people we sold these to was Lathan Hodge and Eugene Napoleon. We had no clue who they were.
What was that movie with Denzel Washington? He starred in. It was and Public Enemy did the soundtrack for that one too. They had some kind of association with the movie. It was a basketball movie too, as well, right?
Yeah. When his son was, his name was
That
Jesus.
exactly. You know what I
I
mean?
know.
You could see where Slam saw the opportunity again to work with you guys, and he said, "Oh man, Chuck D again, man. We might as well just let's get
Yeah,
that contract going." Right? I mean, we saw him back in the
exactly.
day with
Yes,
Denzel Washington, so
yes,
that's
sir.
how that kind of
Yeah,
worked out. There you
I
go.
think his son's name was Jesus Shuttleworth in the movie. I just don't remember the name of the movie.
Yeah.
But I know it was I know that. Oh, he got game.
He got game. He
What?
got game. Yes. And that was a
And it's
dope
good because
soundtrack.
I'm a sneakerhead, so I had to think about what sneakers came out at that time. It was the
Yeah.
He Got Game. So yeah.
Yeah.
So we
What
sell these to them, and now all of a sudden, after we sell them, it's like the only thing we had on it. I want to see our MySpace because that was popping at the time. So the MySpace is on like information is on the back,
that's
and I
right.
think at the time we still had either AOL or Yahoo.
That's right. And Facebook was really young, you know what I mean? Or just not even coming out, right? So
Facebook
you
wasn't out
guys
yet.
So you
Same
got
promoter.
that. So you got that role right there. Okay. Let's talk about
Mhm.
Rocky Balboa. Where were you in this movie?
I was
Because
okay.
because
Same
this
thing.
same
Same
thing.
thing. I was an extra. So now, but when we want to say Joyce that I wasn't just an extra, we have to go back before the Rocky Balboa joint. We got to go back before No Boundaries.
You must have
So
had some experience in acting
yes,
in order for
yes,
you must be some
yeah,
kind of agency where they hit you up. Okay, I need extra, or you're
right, yeah.
seeing information. Before it was in the
Okay,
newspaper. Now there's
correct.
Facebook groups that have, if you
Mhm.
do if you're a black guy with dreads, can you come to this street? Right? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
so I did. So at the time when I started, and I got to start by saying
I
I
can hear
was
you, my bro. I just got to do something real quick, but keep explaining. I can hear you.
so I was actually born into the entertainment industry, like literally. So when you look at the group, the Drifters, and you just look at their collaborators, when you look at Glenn Watts, that's my uncle. Ali Montana and Homicide House, those are my first cousins. That's their father. Okay, so that's my uncle. My mother was working at a record label in Rahway, New Jersey, from the time I was born. That's who was doing the Star Wars soundtracks. So so the Drifters are popping under the boardwalk. There goes my baby, all of that stuff. Star Wars movies, like I'm born in '77.
That's right.
Right?
Me too. Me
Star
too.
Wars,
So Star Wars has always been part of my life. You know what I mean?
right? Yeah.
Always,
So
always will be.
yeah. So moms is doing that, and then on my father's side, Uncle Glenn, they're doing what they're doing. The next generation of my family on my father's side is the Force MDs, where three out of them are my cousins. You're looking at Mercury. You're looking at Trisco. Rest in peace to both of them. And you're looking at Jesse. Rest in peace to him. I love Khalil. I love Steve. Like that's dope. But the ones in my blood relation, that's them. Now, when you go to the next generation of our family, you got Wu Tang, where Ghost is a cousin. This is all on
Hmm.
my father's side.
So
My mother,
Ghostface Killer, you got Ghostface Killer is related to you?
100%.
Nice, nice, nice,
100%.
nice.
So that's why I say I was born into the industry. I'm like on both sides. So my first TV appearance, this is Malik Yoba, this is Danielle, this is New York Undercover as a young boy.
Woo wee. We
So,
remember that show. That
but
show
you know,
bad.
and you know it's true. That's all Dick Wolf.
This Dick
Okay,
Wolf.
so,
Big ups to
yeah,
Dick Wolf,
yeah,
Law and Order,
yeah.
the king of television.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Chicago PD, Chicago Fire, Chicago Med. That's
Yes.
all Dick Wolf.
He's got TV
So,
locked down right now. Still got it
yeah,
locked.
he's had TV locked down for the last 30 years.
Yeah.
More than
Basically. Didn't he
yeah.
wasn't he involved with A-Team and all that
Yes,
in the 80s?
yes,
Something
yes,
like that. Mike
yep.
Hammer and you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And all those good shows that we used to watch. You remember Mike Hammer? Of course you
Come
do.
on, bro. I was
Hart
on
Castle,
all of it.
McCormick, Knight
Yes,
Rider.
sir. Yes, sir.
Those aren't
Yo,
Dick
yo,
Wolf, but that Dick Wolf comes out of that era.
absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
He's from that cloth.
That's
And of
right.
course, like who don't remember the 18, B.A. Baracus and all
That's
that? Like, come
right.
on,
That's
like
right.
yeah.
I don't like
And
what they
look, we
did to
showing our
Mr.
age
T.
right now.
I don't like what they did to Mr. T, man, Hollywood. They forgot all about Mr. T. I'll tell you that
Absolutely.
much. You know what I mean?
Because
He brought that masculine, he was wearing gold chains before gold chains were in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
he
you
wasn't
gotta
he wasn't just wearing gold chains. He was wearing gold chains, so many of them that it would break your damn neck if you didn't have that strong
you
neck
know
bone.
what I'm saying? That's
He
right.
was
You get
getting it. They
he
were
was
thin, but it was a lot.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Now let's talk about you. No, let's talk about Rough Riders. Okay. Now,
Okay.
Rough Riders is a way of life. There's a group out here, don't want to say names where they're from, but they call themselves Rough Riders,
They
associate with
are.
the New York Rough
They are.
Riders,
They
and they
are.
just ride their bikes. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
got Rough
Yeah.
Rider Radio, you got Rough Rider the label, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? You got Rough Rider
Okay.
artists. You know what
Well,
I'm
no,
saying?
okay. Well, let me break this down. It's all the same, my brother. So salute all of the R's in Canada. And I was going to tell you, I got a team out there, and they actually do rap. They also ride as well. Matter of fact, one of my artists that's out there, part of the squad, unfortunately, he's locked up right now. He
We're in Canada, you got some artists. I'm in Ottawa, I'm Ottawa,
we got
Toronto.
we got Toronto, we got Rexdale.
There you
Rexdale.
go. Big ups to
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Rexdale,
yeah,
my
yeah.
name.
Big up Rexdale. Big up Brampton.
Oh
Um,
wow. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, yeah, both. So we have chapters all over
Okay,
Canada.
good. All right.
And
Okay.
the artist Dre
Mhm.
Bars, he is double R. That's
Okay.
who unfortunately like him and my brother
Big ups to
Star.
Dre Bars, man. You know what I mean? Big ups to Dre Bars.
I had to squash the little issue with him and Star from Star and Buckwild because Star didn't think he was an official Rough Rider till he found out. Dre Bars, and I can say it now because it's done with, like he snatched Drake chain. They had an issue. Drake wasn't paying them for a lot of songs, him and KG that they were writing for him. You can pull it up, you'll see the video for oh hold on. Nice for Clout. That's Dre Bars and KG. It's
Mm-hmm.
played the situation and all that. Snatched Drake chain and all that. They caught Drake boys in the club out there. Them OVO boys and them bopped them side the head with a bottle.
Right.
Oh,
Let me. Okay, we heard all that. Okay, we heard all that.
so yeah, but the Rough Riders that's out there, they
Hmm.
are official. So it's the same umbrella. You got the bike division, you got the car and truck division, you got water unit, you got the dog division, you got the entertainment side, you
That's
got
right.
the nonprofit side,
Keep
which is
going. Keep going. Keep going.
Rough Riders to the rescue. You have like there's just a bunch of different divisions. Obviously, the bikes. So everybody, so the bikes was actually put together to be a street team for the entertainment. Like when you're going back to '88 and you're looking at why did Rough Riders start doing this? Because we're not an MC, we're not a motorcycle club. A lot of, and
It's
that's
a
why you won't.
movement. It's a movement, right? Everybody's got
Right,
their department. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely,
It just
because
happens to be the motorcycle is the.
that was the promotion. Because like
There
when
you
you go
go.
back,
That's the main
and
promotion underneath the
yeah,
umbrella, right?
like when the Rough Riders started, there were no vest. There were no Rough Riders vest.
Hmm.
When
Hmm.
when when you're looking at even the earlier videos, which is years after, because Rough Riders started in '88. So when you're
But
looking at
then,
it,
but didn't you collaborate with DMX and maybe the
absolutely,
Locks?
of course,
I mean,
I got a song called two songs. I got a song called Family Ties and a song called Uncaged with X.
Uncaged
I got a song and I got a song called James Bond with Styles P.
around 2020, 2021, around them times, a little
I
further back.
collabed with X maybe 2017 and then like 2020.
My heart goes out to him and his family, man, because that was a loss. You know what I mean? I was a big fan of DMX. Slip and fall and can't get up. That song hits me till this day. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, so
Can you imagine
Dame
that?
Group brought me down here. Like
Can you imagine
I don't get off no more.
just the
Dame
era?
Group,
Hell is Hot comes out. You had
that's Dame Group.
Cannabis coming out. Okay.
I
You
got
had
collab with Kennedy.
Noriega. You had so much of these artists coming out. He just stood out like a sore thumb. And at the end of the year, he comes out with Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No nobody's done that before, and it hit double platinum, triple platinum
That's
each
what I was
one.
gonna say. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like people have put out two albums in the same year, but not to get the kind of success off of both of those albums in the
That's
same
right.
year. Because a lot of people, when you hear the first one, they'll be like, "Oh, that's fire," but then the second one, it sound rushed.
That's right.
Hence the sophomore jinx,
That's right.
like that. But yeah, so like that whole first project, that's Dame Grease and PK and them and DJ Shock and them. So the whole reason I ended up moving to the South is so when X and them were living in Phoenix in Arizona, X
Hmm.
kept getting in trouble out there, kept going to
We know about his states in Phoenix. I
right.
know
And then
what a
he
time in
ended up
his life.
so then they ended up moving down south, him and Dame Grease. Because Grease was in Phoenix with him. So they ended up moving to the South. They were out here for a few years. X ended up going back to New York for whatever, real quick, and unfortunately he passed. So as we're at the funeral, Tiny, which is the person that bought DMX to Rough Riders, period. Yo, like my man got it. He introduces me in Greece. Like I had met Greece before on some high end buy stuff. It was like no conversation and I, okay, yeah, holla at me, I'll be around. It was that kind of thing. But now we're face to face with each other, and we're being introduced by a person that respects both of us and we both respect. So now it's the handshake. Now it's the exchange phone numbers. This is at X's funeral, not the ride out. Like I was at the ride out, the one that you saw on TV. That
Were you
you
at
know,
the was it the funeral where Kanye West was in the red and
no,
no,
okay,
not
so
that one, not
and
that one,
that's
not the spectacle, not the
okay.
spectacle. You're at the real funeral.
And that's what I was gonna say. I was at both.
You got
So,
both. Okay. It
but it was put together like that on purpose. So what it
was
was,
beautiful. I'm not saying nothing wrong with that. It blew my mind.
like
I
the
just can't believe you
Saturday,
witnessed that.
we went through every single borough. I got video. I still got a camera phone video and all that kind of stuff. But we went through every single borough, and
You
that
were
ended.
there at the one where Kanye West and the
I
whole
was at both.
industry.
I was at both of them.
That
That's
right
the thing.
there.
This is all the same. That's what I'm saying. This is all the same weekend. So Saturday was the ride out that everybody went through every single borough. There's thousands of us out there, and then it ended in the Barclays Center. That's where you saw the people on the stage, and this now that's the one for the whole public.
Okay.
Anyone can come, but you also had to get tickets to get into the Barclays Center for it.
That's right.
We had the truck, the monster truck riding through the street. That's Saturday. Sunday is the family and friends only the funeral.
Okay.
We're going to the cemetery. That was at a church in Brooklyn.
Okay. Okay.
I was like, so that's where me and Greece was at. So it's all family there. So it's like if you're
Can I see
in there,
something? Can I see something? Where you located right now? Is it cold? Is it cold? Is it just me? I keep
no,
opening this
it's
window.
just you. I think it's like 70
We're
out here
trying to
right
let
now.
some light in here for some good lighting for this this interview. I keep out the close open. I mean, it's driving me crazy, right?
It's like 70 out here right now. Like 70, 75, something
Yeah,
like
for us it's like with the wind chill, we're looking at
that. Like
minus 18
20
right
out
now.
here. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's different.
2026 is looking great, my man. You know what? We gotta talk about your music now. Like we know, all right, that
Oh,
you're industry, you're born and bred in it. We know some of your
yes,
family
sir.
members. You just heard. We keep going on, but if you want to hear more from my man, you know what I mean, Intercontinental Kint, go cop his music, right? We
No,
got
oh,
we got a
smoking.
track with Rampage. Big ups to Rampage. Last time I interviewed Rampage was years ago. Big ups to the whole Flipmo squad, conglomerate. You know what I'm saying?
Salute Flip Mode, Digger. That's my big sister. Because we used
Yeah.
to record in her
Rod
house
Digger.
too.
You
Yo,
used to
and you know
record at
that,
Rod Digger's house. Tell us a
yo,
story while I close this damn window again. How do you
okay, so
how you getting involved with my man? You know what I mean? My
so
man
every rest in
Rampage.
peace slang ton. Everybody in the outside signed it. Rest in peace slang. We was recording in Digger and Z's house. Okay. Like, cause Digger and Z got a child together, Sativa. And well, she's not a child no more. She's a grown woman now. So I've been around since the nightlife. I've been around since before Rod Digger was flip mode, when it's just straight outsiders. Okay, so that's what we are.
She
She's
was
still
part of
out.
the outsiders. She was part of the
She's the
outsiders.
first lady. She's the first lady of the outsiders.
Okay,
Her and Young
okay.
Z had a child together back then. I think Sativa was like probably like 27. No, she might be 30 now. Their
I
daughter.
know you're still doing business with Young Z. I know you've been doing
Yeah,
business
and
for a minute.
Rod
Yeah, yeah.
Digger's on our first single. Me and Z got a whole album. It's
Okay.
done already. I just gotta wait to put it out. Rod Digger's on the first single.
Hmm.
It's called 1941.
I think I heard that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
90s,
the
mid
re-
90s. You know what I mean?
yeah, and the re and no, this is coming out right now.
Right now. Okay. Okay.
We got new stuff.
But I'm
We
saying
got
the outsiders, I'm saying with the outsiders,
outside.
it's starting to come to me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's
yeah,
starting
yeah.
to come to me.
So the outsiders, and I know because there were so many different people. The outsiders in D12 is one family. Eminem is original outsiders. Go back to his first album. Outsiders, and we sue in the court because we dope as fuck and only got a 2 in the source. M is on the Nightlife project. This is their
Right.
first project. This is the EP.
That's right. That's right.
So and so with Digger and Flip Mode and all them, my meeting ramp comes off of, it has to go back to the outsiders because again, I was always rocking with Young Z because so they had something called the Outhouse.
Was
Then
Young
they
Z was Young Z on that track with Zedot X? Did he ever do business with Zedot X? I think
probably
so.
was Young
I
Z
think
got
so. I think
Young
so.
Z got songs with everybody.
Buddy,
Like
okay.
Z is literally with everyone. He got a bunch of songs with Eminem and Royce the 5'9" and this one and like he got joints with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So of course Redman, because again we're all family on my Jersey side.
Jersey, New Jersey
On
to
the
the full. Yeah,
Jersey
yeah,
side, so Young Z and them, they had a studio. It's called where the house was called the Outhouse.
yeah.
But at the same time, they owned an ice cream store, which passed the statute of limitations. At that time, that was the spot. It was called Outrageous Flavors. After they got rid of that, they got a crib. Him and Digger got a crib. It was called the trip. Well, it was 152 Telford Street, which is why you'll see a lot of them now say 152 Gang. That was just the
Mm-hmm.
address of the house.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It was 152 Telford Street. Everybody would come through. Like everybody
So
would come.
for this track here, Paradise City, right? Because we got 9 minutes, right?
That's
Okay,
on that's
you
on me and
understand?
Young. Yeah,
So
that's on me and Young Z's album.
right, and features Rampage. Tell us
Mhm.
about the production and were you guys all in the same studio for this, or were you guys like sending MP3s out in stems everywhere?
Both. So the production of it, and again, it goes back to me and Young Z's album. So me and Young Z, at first it was just going to be one song we are going to do just to knock something out. Once we did that joint, actually, once he sent me the beat, he was like, "Hey, yo, you mind if Digger get on?" And I'm like, "Of course not. That's Big Sis. That's how you get the hook when Digger's on the hook." And then me and Z do the joint. Dame Grease was supposed to send us the first beat because again, I'm down here with Grease, so not
Mm-hmm.
send me, they give me the first beat
Mm-hmm.
to get
Mm-hmm.
working on other stuff. And he kept like, "Okay, I got you. Give me a day or two." So Z hit me like, yo, what's up? Like, what we waiting for? I said, we're waiting on Grease. He said, okay, look, I got another producer. We'll get that beat from him, then we'll get another Grease joint. So at this point, we just locked in 2 songs. So he gets the beat from J Plus, super producer out of Massachusetts, super producer.
Beautiful, beautiful beat. It comes in clean. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So now, but that's the song 1941. Then we get another joint. Um, and in the intro to it, Z says hip rock. So I was like, did my little research. Okay, now we're gonna go in the zone of having a rock-based hip-hop album. So now we get another
Not
joint.
using an 808 drum over guitar like Lil Wayne. I'm talking about
Oh, this is
like
live instrument.
like body count stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Like
yeah,
that
yeah,
type of
yeah,
stuff,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. This is live
Yeah,
instrument. So
yeah.
Jack B, the person that does all the sound from or for Cool in the Gang,
Hmm.
that's my business partner. We have an LLC together. So Grease made a few of the beats for the project on the rock side, and then Jack B was like, I think he was in Morocco at the time. So he said, when I come back, I got you. So he made this beat. And I said, you know what? I want to put ramp on it. Because actually, I would have liked to get bust on it. And I was like, nah, I'm not going to go through that whole rigmarole, get to this one. So we got ramp
Hmm.
on, which I
Hmm.
love. It worked out. And the song, there's actually 2 versions of that song, Paradise City. You see, the first one is me, K Banger, and Rampage.
Hmm.
Okay. The song was way too long for what we were trying to do at that time. So I said, we're gonna shorten it down. It's just me and Ramp on it. But on the bonus for the album at the end, you're gonna have the full
Would you
version.
say would you say Paradise City was more of a Flip Mode Squad track? More or
No,
less?
no, not at all.
Not at all?
Because
Okay.
Jack B made the beat, and that's my zone. So I
No, no,
brought
but
Rampage
when you
to
want,
my
yeah,
world.
exactly. But did anything change when you put Rampage on? You just
No,
filled them in. Nothing changed. You just
no,
left it the way it
no,
was.
no.
Okay.
I brought him into my world, and
Okay.
I actually have him on another. See, I got him on another song on the album as well, on the hip rock album. I'm working on 3 albums right now.
So
So on the hip
sometimes
rock
when you have
album,
a some,
him and
sometimes,
Rel got a song together.
but sometimes when you have a guest artist on your album on your track, and the
Mhm.
track told when you get the artist on, the artist does such a great job where it just changes the whole song. You understand what I mean?
Nah, because
You don't see
again,
that, no?
nah, because
I like this track. It's dope.
he
You
took
know what I mean?
yeah he took like he fell in place with what I needed done.
Okay.
I
Okay.
say that. And again, we got him on another joint right now on this same album that's getting ready to come out. It's being mixed. It's called Get Paid. Rel from Rockefeller Records is
Hmm.
me, Rel, and Rampage.
Yeah, you got a track, right? It's called Best Life featuring
Oh
Hell
yeah, that's another
Rel.
one. Me and Rel. No, me and Rel got a bunch of joints. But
But yeah.
as far as the rock album, you got a song called Get Paid. I just want to get paid. It's me, Rel, and Rampage.
Well, we're gonna
Nobody
play
heard it.
these 2 tracks I just said, Paradise City and Best Life. We're gonna feature these tracks right after this interview.
Let's
But
do it.
where can they get a hold of you? What's your social media and where can they hear these tracks?
Okay, so the first thing I'm going to say is my website. It's www.intkint.com, intkint.com. You can go to IG, Intkint Official. And if you go to my website, all of my socials, like just click the links, they're all on there. YouTube is Verbs, VERBZ 1231. But again, go to the website, intkint.com. The YouTube link is right there. The videos are up there. You can download a bunch of songs, a lot of features. You'll get songs with me and Rick Ross. We got a song called No Former, a joint with me and Future, a joint with me and Wiz Khalifa called Rags to Riches, me and Akon, My Block, a bunch of joints with me and Dame Grease, a bunch of joints with me and Young Z. The joint I just spoke about, 1941, with me, Z, and Digger. A joint with me and Capadonna and Jackie Joulet called That's What I Like. A bunch of solo joints. You got me and Crooked Eye or King Crooked, Divine Timing. Me and Rascast, oh my god, a joint with Lil Wayne up there called Socket Talk. Everybody say they the plug, we the socket. So we got me and Wayne, got me, Wayne, and Quaz. The person I mentioned earlier from Chrome Kids.
Mhm.
We got a joint called like I said, Socket Talk. What else I
What
got on?
what about social media, right? How can they like what's your Instagram and your
Instant
TikTok?
Official. INTKINT Official on IG. My TikTok, I'm actually just getting popular on there. I don't even remember what it is, honestly. It was just crazy. because I was late to the party with TikTok. I'm actually trying to look at my phone. You know why? Because I didn't get it. Like I just didn't understand it. It's just like
You know what's crazy? Once you understand it, something else comes out. Like these Gen Z, I love you all, man. I want to kiss you all.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Some of y'all my grandkids, right?
Yeah,
But you guys keep
help me
shifting. You guys
help me
keep
get my
shifting.
TikTok up. My TikTok is kind of stiff right now. Help me get my TikTok
There
up.
you go. There you
It's
go.
just Kint. Yeah, it's
There you go,
real.
folks. You see that?
Yeah, it's kind of stiff right now. But we're gonna get the TikTok right. I'm gonna get the Snapchat right. But I'm mostly on IG. And I'm real heavy on my website as well. We
What
do
about Facebook
giveaways.
groups? What about Facebook groups?
Yeah, Headliners with a Z and Legends with a Z, Edutainment.
Check this out. We're gonna feature these 2 tracks. Is there a video for Paradise City and Best Life?
Yes,
Do you have any?
yes, sir. There's a video. Oh, you never saw the video?
No, I'm telling the folks.
Oh
We
yeah,
can
yeah,
actually
yeah.
play. We can play the audio, or we can play the
Oh yeah,
video.
oh yeah,
So we're gonna
oh
play
yeah.
the video for Paradise City, and we're gonna
Yes,
play
sir.
the video for Best of Life.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yeah, yeah. There's 2 videos for Paradise City because you got the one with me, Rampage. You got the one with me, Rampage, and K Banger. As far as Best Life, you got that video up there as well. And Best Life is part of a 3-part story with me and Rel. So part 1 is called Stay Real. We got a video up for that too. That's when you're just meeting this chick and you're telling her who you are, whatever.
That's
Best
right.
Life being part 2. It's like, wow, I'm still with this chick and we chilling. So video, you'll see we're having Rel's birthday party and all that. Part 3 is called Get To It. We're getting ready to shoot that video. That's gonna be silly.
Intercontinental Kint, thank you so much for coming on. Here's your track, Paradise City featuring Rampage and Flipmo Squad. And then from there, we're gonna hear Best Life featuring Rail right here on the Majic DELUXE Syndicated.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Let's
sir.
go. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
This ain't something else. This is this.
Spazzing on this game with this raw hit. Catch me in the club with my new trip. Your haters want the problem, I'ma let it rip. Louis with the cash, call me money grip. Foreign outside, that's my spaceship. Bottles outside on my money grip. Hand on my blinky, I'ma never slip. Still making moves with your side chick. Still getting top, watching Netflix. Smoke in the air, that's the best shit. Henny in my cup, I gotta exit. Hit her with a rock, I invested. Counting all this money for my next chick. Dipping through the light, can't get arrested. Dipping through the light, can't get arrested.
Take me down to the West Coast cities, good weed, low lows, BBLs and fake titties. Oh, won't you please take me home? Take me back to the East Coast cities, flipping, getting to the bag, and we screaming, get with me. Somebody please take me home.
Living my best life.
So complete,
How you lift me up, how you hold me down.
so lucky.
Cause you could've left, but you stayed
All
around.
I see,
And now all that I can see is just you and me.
you and me,
Living our best life.
you and me.
Just living our best life.
Been around the world and back to back trips. Always made it home on the work, always backflip. Gymnastics, the band snapped elastic. Show me you ain't care about the cash or the lavish gifts. Told me all you need's time, can't get back. Miss minutes, turn the hands on the clock, back beginnings. Wait a sec, stay with me through the rain and pain. Ain't straight away when the cases came. Lord God, ain't complain when my baby mom's playing games on the phone 6 in the morning. Nah, you ain't nothing like them other bros. That's why you're stuck with the God. First night rubber off, gone. Parasailing with the dolphins. Somewhere else, St. Martin played our French side often. Caribbean Sea, Orient Beach, pineapples upside down. Love the life that we lead.
So complete,
How you lift me up, how you hold me down.
so lucky.
Cause you could've left, but you stayed around.